Hello, hello. We are live. How's it going? Happy Saturday morning, everybody. How are you doing today? It is Saturday. It is October the 25th. Be with you. We got 6 days to go until Halloween. Boom. Big week coming up here. Big investing week coming up here. Excited um, for the weekend. I had a 3-day weekend. I was off yesterday, which was great. Yeah, life is good on the 3-day weekend. Heck yeah. So let's go. What's going on? Four of us. Dun, dun, dun. What's up, Response Audio? How you doing? Nicely done. Good for you, man. Yesterday, went swimming with a kid. Crushed just a home workout. Life was good over here. Feeling good. Feeling energized. Just making sure my audio is good. All right, we got audio. That's great. That is great. I'm just kind of hanging out here on a Saturday. I just made a video about WPay and Alti. That'll be released later today. I quite literally just finished it right now. And I think it's going to be an okay video. So, yeah, I'm going to put that out probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock today. I got to step out between 2 and 4. And so I'm going to jump that or put that video up. But when I'm here, kind of thing, if that makes sense. I want to be here to chit chat with y'all. And today we just talk about, whatever you guys want to talk about. That's what we're doing. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, look at you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that, Miles. Yeah. Did you hear about HHIS? A big pay jump here by 1 whole cent. 1 whole cent HHIS is going up per month for distribution. So now it's at 26 cents. Um, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it went up more soon. So that's cool. I'm pretty excited about that. I only have 113 shares in it, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Coming up, I might end up adding more shares to it down the road here. But yeah, let's go take a look. Where is it? Where is it? Like there it is, right there. So I should update this. 113 shares now I have. My average cost has gone up. I think like $10.59 now. But I haven't really paid attention to the spreadsheet at all. You can see the last time I looked at was in June. But yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Grumpy Toad's in the house. How you doing, Grumpy Toad? Nikki's in the house. What's happening? How's Florida doing? We got to go out and rake some leaves today. It is they're coming down out there. Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know what most of that says. June. I know you're not a bot because I've talked to you so many times before. Ba 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 ba. Get out of Alti. Oh no. I'll make that. I actually have a video talking about it today. But yeah, if you watch my video on Thursday, I explain what I'm doing with it. But there won't be much more going to this. This is all my money. A little bit of drip in there as well. But it won't be much more of my own money going into this. Just drip money going into that. So yeah, there it is. There it is. Whoop, there it is. DJ David Bunny. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing great. This is I know it's not what you were talking about, but this is something from Costco. It's got I don't know, protein in it. Tastes like lemon. Really, really good. I don't even know the name of it, but it's good. That's for sure. Misty. Oh man, Misty. Misty, eh? What a little, it's making me misty-eyed actually right now. What a little silly goose this thing is. So $23.99 is my average cost. It's hanging around $11 right now. Oof, rough. But it keeps paying out a distribution, so that's fine, I suppose. But yeah, just taking those distributions to buy other things. But yeah. Oh, until after the market closed. You know what? Mine didn't pay either. Normally on distribution date I see my drip shares, but mine didn't pay either till late. Oh, they're pending, are they? Yeah. Mine are in there, but yeah. Yeah. Jackie A. How's it going, Jackie A? Slowly building a portfolio of weekly paying ETFs that each pay on a different day a week. Looking forward to seeing how it goes. Yeah, it should be interesting. I'm interested to see how that goes. I only have, well, I guess all of them are weekly now, right? But I only have 2 days of payments. So Alti pays on Thursdays, and then the Misty, CONY, NVIDIA, Hui pay on Fridays for most humans. But I'm with Questrade, so I don't get mine until Saturday, which is completely useless, right? So I get mine on Monday. Monday, case of the Monday. So yeah, I just looked at my account. I've got an okay distribution in there. It is quite a bit lower than usual. So we'll see how it goes over the month, right? We'll see how it goes over the month, but yeah, hopefully it pays more than or the same of what we're used to. But normally I'm bringing in about 1,100, 1,200. Let's call it 1,000. Let's dumb it down. 1,000 US, and this payment was 144. So that's quite a bit lower, right, than usual. So we'll see how it goes here. HHIS, yeah, I mean the share price is getting up there. It's high. It's near its all time highs. It is super tech driven as well. So if you have a fear of the tech and what it could do in the next few months here, could be a little scary. But yeah, it's been very good so far. And they just went up an extra penny. So my 113 shares, I don't really care about an extra penny. Wow, I made 13 cents a month more. But um, yeah, it's gonna be good. I am going to start building that soon. Windy? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's nice and sunny, calm. We have a Halloween thing to go to at 2 today. Should be pretty awesome. And yeah, very, very awesome. It's gonna be it's for charity. And man, yesterday I took my kid to it was a day off school. We call it PA days up here. And took my kid to the pool to learn how to swim a little better. Then we went and saw this event, and oh my goodness, they had a lot of candies there, everybody. So dealing with just a tiny terrorist over here last night. So we've set some boundaries. Oh my, we're in the we were in the window of should we just give her all the candies and then we're done with it? But we did not. We did not bend to the pressure of the child, and we only give her a few. We set some boundaries, so not really looking forward to Halloween in that aspect. Give me 1 second. I have to clear my throat. Woohoo! Ventura, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, so the morning time Saturday. By the way, guys, this is the 50th live I've done so far, which is I think pretty crazy. I've only been really out for a year and 2 months, so this is live number 50. The live we did on Wednesday night was pretty good. I think peak viewers were like 110, which is pretty good for my channel. Generally, the Saturday lives, the peak viewers like 60. So let's see how we do today. If you guys can hit the like button to get more people watching it right now, that'd be really supportive and helpful. Thank you very much for that. And put that up there. Go through your comments. Oh, wow. You guys commented a lot. Let me go find it. June ETFs, IMRA, and ICOI 30139. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool. Joseph's in the house. Good morning. Building Alti and Misty at low prices. I don't know if they're going to return. Like Misty would have to do a lot of work. Nikki, like Mister would have to do a lot of work. So I don't know if it's going to return to what it's done before, but yeah, we'll see. we'll see. Bitcoin, right? That's the one to watch. Tommy Lee said yesterday he sees Ethereum reaching new all-time highs before the end of the year, but he's of course going to pump that for sure, right? Look at those 5 days. Nice, very nice. And for me, I just don't care what the price of this is because I'll just keep buying. But I mean, if we look at it over the year here, up 64%. If we could do that every year, life would be good. $43,000 went up over the last year, Bitcoin. But yeah, Mister hasn't really seen that. Let's do Mister. Same thing over the year. Give me a second here to pull that up. 1 year, 23%. I mean, Michael Saylor is just continuing to, let's just call it, dilute the shares to buy more Bitcoin, to borrow to buy. He's borrowing to buy a lot, and so that's not really making the share price go up too much. But maybe if he took a pause, I mean, I think he's under the same thought process I am, just continue to buy forever for at least 5-10 years on Bitcoin. But yeah, it's not really doing anything for the share price, is it? So that's the one I'm worried about, Misty, a little bit. But if we can get to that implied volatility, then that would be good. Let's go like this. Mr. Dashboard. I haven't looked at this in weeks and weeks. Last time I looked at it was 51%. So there we are. 58% implied volatility on Mr. As that goes up, so does the possibility of distribution. And I say possibility because, I mean, if it flies past their strike prices, that's bad. If it decreases too quickly, that's bad. So we're kind of in an awkward spot there. For me, I don't really care. I've almost received everything back in distribution. I've almost paid off. I think I'm like $2,000-ish away from being paid back my initial investment of $10,000. So that's good. It'll take some time, but we'll get there. But yeah, I'm a little curious about how long it'll take to get paid that 2,000-ish back, because things are slowing down a little bit over on the Mister front, right? Alti, I don't know about share price. Alti could bring its share price back up if they had winning trades and winning stocks, but that is yet to be seen for sure. They haven't won a lot of their trades recently. The stocks they've chosen are super volatile and not necessarily great companies. So whenever the market tumbles, they tumble as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Phillips in the house, number 6. Thank you very much. HOOW. Oh, I love how you got the owl emoji in there. That's pretty cool. I love that. Yeah. HOOW. Right on. Too noisy. Thanks for being here, Cujo. Appreciate you. Nice, Philip. That's awesome. Yeah, so mine was 500, almost 500. It was like 480 or something like that, my margin. And my payment was 144. So that's going to go in now in the $380, $360 region. So that should be paid off for this month within the next 3 weeks, we'll say, which is great. Awesome. And then do it again, but maybe on something different. My Alti dividend paid out late last night on Robinhood as well. So they were just a little slow, all of these. Yeah. 9 cents per share. Heck yeah. Can I increase sound? I actually can. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Is that better? I think I turned it all the way up. Let me go look. Give me a second. Test. Give it a bit to catch up here. I am live. I've caught up. There. Oh yeah, that's louder for sure. There you go. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for telling me that. I appreciate that. Did sell some Alti and bought more TSYY, HHIS, and NVDA. Yeah, right on. NVIDIA seems to be pretty steady, doesn't it? Right? It just continues to pay distribution. although not as high and flashy as the other ones, but the underlying stock is just doing great. So that's a winning combination. Whereas Mr. and Misty, Mister's not doing great, so Misty's not doing great. Airbnb, right? They're getting shut down left, right, and center. ABNY gonna not do great. Tesla, not the best earnings call they've ever had, so the share price went down. Probably affected TSYY a little bit there too. And then with the HHIS, they're adding more funds to it. I'm going to get rid of this page completely. I'll bring it up here. Let's go check it out. I don't know if it's even on their sheet yet. I love cookies. Obviously, continue. And yeah, they haven't updated this yet, but that's the rumor going around the street that they're going to 26 cents per share. I don't notice anything different here, but yeah, they're apparently adding 2 new companies to their portfolio, thus raising the distribution to 26 cents. So this is maybe something similar to what YieldMax is going to do with their target 25. And you can see the percentage owned. These go up and down, by the way, depending on how the stock performs. But yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with Alti. Wouldn't it be cool if they just added some of like the heavyweights, like Costco, Amazon, things that don't really move a ton in price, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, things that are in NVIDIA, things that are not super volatile, but they could drag the price upwards because they own the shares. Wouldn't that be a good idea? And they can write their calls on 25% of those. They do it way outside of the money to generate premium, double whammy for us, and that could bring the price of Alti up. Just a thought process, or thought right there for their process. I don't know if they would be able to do that or not, but Michael Young, I had a unique opportunity this week. PLTY paid 74 cents this week. Man, nothing to write home about, but it did raise Wednesday and Thursday past the dividend payment. Oh, the share price went up. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. 74 cents weekly is still pretty good. I don't know what the percentage on that annualized is, but that's pretty good. Biggie? Oh, Biggie. I don't know. I don't have a recommendation on that one at all. Dun, dun, dun. Matt, how's it going, buddy? Welcome. First time buying stocks. Colin, how's it going? Oh man, that Colin, that's a risky endeavor buying Alti. But it's exciting, that's for sure. One thing to think about is that share price keeps going down. So that's obnoxious, right? That's annoying. But the goal of the fund is to pay you a distribution every week. So that's the whole goal, is income, bringing in income. What I'm annoyed about is that the share price falls greater than the income. And how long can that last for? You know what I mean? So for me, I've set the money in there. It's not life-changing or anything like that. I'm going to let it drip for me and just do the work, and we'll see where it's at down the road. But if it gets to the talk of reverse split, then I'm cutting my ties. People will say it's the same thing. It doesn't matter how you slice a dollar bill. It's still a dollar bill. But over time, what I've seen with Tesla as an example is that dollar bill shrinks quite a bit. So yeah, let's say they got to like $1 or $2 and they're like, we're doing a 50 for 1 split or 25 for 1 split, reverse split, then I would be out of there before that happens. Just because I've seen it happen with Tesla, and there's better places to take your money if the fund keeps losing money, if that makes sense, right? Even though we're getting a distribution the whole time, my share price sinks to $1, $2, and then they reverse split, my shares get cut in half, and then that ends up going down and down and down and down because a strategy isn't working out, then I wouldn't keep my money there. But for now, it's there, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's buying me about 15 shares a month, right, or a week right now, which is cool. So, about 60 a month, which is great. I'll take it. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, geez. My cousin is going to Virginia, I think, and he's sailing like a $2.1 million boat to Antigua, but that's next month. So last year around Christmas, he sailed from the Canary Islands, which is like top of Africa. It's a dumb way of saying where it is, but if you look on a map, it's that way. And he sailed with a family across the ocean to St. Lucia. So he's making it an annual thing, sailing somewhere crazy. So that's fun. I guess this family is like staying in Antigua for the winter on their boat. This huge $2.1 million catamaran. Very exciting. So hopefully the winds aren't too bad, but they do want winds, of course, but no, not hurricane winds a month from now. 4 more at the end of the month. Oh, nice. Very nice. BTCY, first ever BTC cover call yield fund, had a vote to move to using 33% leverage on October 21st. Vote result not posted yet, but okay, cool. It's right on. PLTW paid nearly $1. Sold out of PLTY and bought PLTW for a double payment. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, and remember, PLTW is leverage, right? So they're using a little bit of leverage, so there should be a little bit higher, but also a little bit more risky too. There you go. Yeah, I'll take it. Faulty stays between $4.50 and $6 per share and consistently keeps distributions between 7 and 9 cents. Yeah, you and me both. I'd be happy with that too, actually. Totally okay with that, for sure. One thing to pay attention to is the stocks that they hold. Think about those companies. They're pretty wild, right? Some of them you've never heard of. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry about the audio. I don't know what happened with his microphone. It got quiet, but I bet you my kid likes to come in here and record videos of just talking about, kids stuff. So I bet you she was playing with the microphone a little bit there. Sold some multi, bought some TSYY. What's up, Chance? How's it going? Good morning, T. Washington. Hope you're doing great. I think it would be nice to have some potential better funds in there. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's not really their jam, right? So let me just open it up. Let's take a look at them. This is what it looks like, by the way, if you open it up. A little bit unorganized, but yeah, there it is there. Oh, I can hear my other half calling my dog, who's running away right now, and the old lady across the street talking to her. The old lady's like, "Do you want to let your dog play in our yard?" No, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of companies in here that I personally have never heard of before. And so I think I have a good thumb on the pulse, but there's a lot of companies that are pretty wild in here, right? So we know when the market goes down, these should go down too, which is bad. And so they do have the puts, but they don't have all the way puts on these things. So there is a lot of risk to them, that's for sure. I'll give you one example. Rocket Lab here is super volatile. What happens if a rocket explodes? Well, the share price is going to explode downwards as well. And that's going to really hurt the fund. Just as an example, right? What if the mortgage rates tumble? And this is kind of happening right now with Rocket Mortgage here. This is a fund that I day traded for like 2 weeks straight, like 5 years ago, when they first really came out. They had a higher share price, that's for sure, back then. But yeah, interesting stuff. It's super volatile stuff in here, right? So we have to expect some downside, but yeah, I won't talk too much more about that just because I do on my videos. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with share price. I made another video like half an hour ago. I talked about this right here, $2.82 billion in the fund. So we'll check that out later as well. Hey, what's up, Josh? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. All good for being here. Thanks for hitting the like. Definitely appreciate it. Hope life's treating you well over there. Scrapping Granite, Koi TSYY, and 2 others, same as YieldMax, don't hold NAV. Yep. Owned by title. Yeah, so I mean that's a valid point. If they don't hold their share value and they're not making as much as they're losing, then agreed. Did you hear Trump got upset at the Ontario Premier? Because he bought a whole bunch of ads on Fox or something like that about the World Series of Baseball, saying, you know, buy Ontario and Canada. And oh my goodness, she's still here. The neighbor is still here. Everybody talking. You know, just a lot of tariff talk, right? And so Trump said, we're not dealing with Canada anymore. Here we go. Flip, flop, everybody. Just, this is what we're used to, I think, at this point. And, you know, I don't think that the world is really paying attention to it anymore. The flashy news is not becoming flashy anymore because it's every single day that it happens. So yesterday I was like, oh, he's cutting all ties with Canada. Here we go again. The market should be tumbling, but it went up. So I think the market's just had enough of him and his talking. But anyways. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, well, I think it did have a lot to do with politics, but yeah, I agree with you on that. Hey, there you go, Josh. I got a video about that coming up. That exact thing. Yeah, that's true. They did say that. I mean, MRNY is an interesting case study. MRNY is going way down, right? AIYY also going way down as well. So interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, right. We got an arm wrestle setting up over here. I love it. You got to flip your hat backwards over the top style. I'm going to skip all your talk there. Lotto Max winning? Yeah, well, you don't win anything on the lottery, right? Yeah, but I agree on all of that. Yeah, he's taking down the White House. Wasn't he very angry that Powell spent all this money on the Treasury, what's it called? The Federal Reserve. Wasn't he very angry about that? And like they did this whole skit about it, and now he's doing the same thing. Isn't that happening? Like live in front of us? Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. We're catching up. Big neon sign. Actually, that'd be awesome, right? I love it. Well, let's get back on track over here. I got WPay open. I mean, even with the downswing here over the last few days, WPay fared fairly well. You know, hanging out here, 53.28. It just came out on September the 4th. It's up 3.88%, which is good. Plus, it's paying out really decent distributions. It says 71%. I did an average earlier today. I think it's really close to that. It's like 69% in annualized distribution at the moment. Plus, your share price is kind of hanging out there too, which is nice. We'll see, though, if it can maintain that. It's only paid out since September the 15th, and it's only paid out 6 payments so far. Remember, MSTY, NVDY, CONY, all of these funds did the same thing when they came out. They paid out huge. They got you in there, in the door, and then you're like, well, now I'm in the door. I can't leave. So we'll see if WPay does the same thing. I did a video on it this morning. That's why I have that open right here. It'll be out maybe 4:30 today. But be sure to check that one out. I kind of did a somewhat of a deep dive on WPay, but I also showed you where to go look to do your own deeper dive as well in around here. So if that's something you want to get into, then check it out. I would love that, but I think it's a good video for sure. Stacking my divs, not on drip anymore. That's right. So you're stacking them up. Oh, I like that. And then you decide what to do. I like it. So you get a little cash. For his buddy Triple H, right? Over at the White House? Oh, oh, okay. Sure. Sure they are. Yeah. They're private for sure. It's one of the funniest comments I've ever seen. Oh, okay, yeah, they're private money they're using to upgrade the White House. Right on. Is that what they're saying? When has a government ever used private? So do you mean like his own company or like his buddy's company or his buddy's company where a kickback comes back to him? Is that what you're talking about, Jim? Because no, that's not true. Okay, I gotta take that off. That's a silly comment. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I haven't updated these in a very long time, but NVIDIA is just chugging along here, doing pretty well. Now on the weekly, right? Now, this is the thing to think about. I'm curious over the next month. Here, what is it going to do? Because its first week, which was a short week, paid out 10 cents per share. And then its last week here, which was a true week, is paying out 12 cents. So what's that, like 48 cents a month if we kind of quadruple that? Now, guys, I know that's not the right way of doing it. You're supposed to multiply that by 52 and I think divide it by 12 to get a truer number, but we'll go with my math for now. So if it can hang around 12 cents per week, it should be an interesting distribution, especially because the share price doesn't really appear to move in the last week or last year here. Let's take a look here. NVIDIA, let's go 1 year, right? So, I mean, I'm lying because it was way up there a year ago. But, I mean, over the last 6 months, it's just kind of hanging out here, up 10% share price. The underlier, NVIDIA, crushed it over the last year here. Did incredible. But we're still getting a small little distribution on a $15.90 share price. I like it. I like it. Now I gotta keep laughing. I love whenever a government official says, oh yeah, it's all private. But then go investigate who his buddies are. Just like all his buddies who made all of this money whenever he says tariff. Go follow the trail. Oh, my goodness. Coinbase? Oh, did Coinbase fund any of his election? I think so, right? Is Coinbase getting any benefits from the way he talks? Oh, that's weird, right? Private. What about all those CEOs that were at his dinners kissing up to him, right? Private, right? But what are they getting out of it? So it's not necessarily private. Yeah, there we go. No, they don't want anything in return. They just want to get invited to the dinner. That's all. No kickbacks to Trump. Nothing. They're just there to be good citizens of America. That's all it is, right? Yeah. Let's go back to investing. Exactly, Nikki. Bitcoin, I'm very interested in Bitcoin right now. Very interested. Yesterday I donated another $100 to it on payday, so I was pretty excited about that. But yeah, we'll see what it is. Like Tommy Lee sees it going to 200,000 by the end of the year. I don't think so anymore. But I did predict 145,000. That's what I predicted about a month ago. And so, anyways, we'll see if we get there. It's just a fun prediction. What are you guys thinking for Bitcoin by end of year? If everything stays the same, I don't know if it's going to change much. But if we can stop talking every day about silly things in the world, maybe it goes up. Yeah, it's true. None of them are good, right? Nobody's good. They're too old. They're too reckless. Completely agree, right? Get some young blood in there. Somebody with sense in the world in there, and life would be better. I don't know. Even here in Canada, our new guy, he's pretty old too. I don't know how old he is, but it would be nice to get some younger people in there. That's for sure. Da-da-da-da. Oh, they're not going to get kicked back though. Private. That's true. Yeah, not advice though, Philip. Not advice. Never advice, okay? But I am passionate about, here's what I'm most passionate about, is making money. So every time he talks, we lose money, right? Think about who's making money every time he talks, though. That's what I'm passionate about. That's all I care about in terms of investing. So whenever we hear stupidity coming from anybody's mouth, I think, why are they doing that? What's that doing for me? Nothing, right? What's that doing for their friends? Everything. So that's why I get a little passionate about that. I'm pretty annoyed over the market over the last 2.5 months with all of the tariff talk. I think we should be done with that at this stage, right? But anyways, that's why I bring it up. That's why I'm annoyed. See a major dip? Ooh, let's hope so. Yeah, so especially by the end of the year, is that what you're thinking? End of year type thing? Let's hope so. I'm totally okay with that. I want to buy more. I have a target number. I'll bring it back up here. Did I get rid of that? Did I close that? Oh, there it is. Like for me, right here is when I invested a lot of my money in. It was at 76,000 I invested. Yeah, right there. I can't believe it was that long ago. Feels like just yesterday. But I've said to friends that aren't in Bitcoin, I said if it goes to 75,000 again, I'm doubling what I have in it, which is not a lot. I've only been doing it for 10 months now at like $100 a pay. So it's not a lot in there, but if it gets there again, somehow, some way, I'm going to make it happen. We're going to double what I have in there. But I don't know if it would get there again. That would have to be a mighty fall to make that happen, right? I mean, take a look at this side of the chart right here. October 7th to here, to the 19th. It went down 16,000. So to get the 75,000, that's like 36,000 would have to go down. Can it do it? Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess it could, but will it? I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm like a 50-50 hoping right here. 50% hoping that it does, but then I also know what it's going to do to like my MSTY share price, my CONY share price. And it's probably going to be bad for the whole economy at that point. So that would be bad too. But for greedy reasons, I would love for it to just touch it for a second and then go back up really quick. That'd be great. But yeah, I am interested in that for sure. For sure. Da-da-da-da. Well, that's an interesting comment. That's a good question. 85,000? Oh. I don't know. Should I double it at 85,000, Joseph? Or should I hold till 75,000 to double it? Yeah, that's a tough question. Will it get there? Right? I don't know. But it's not a short term thing for me. It's a very, very long term thing for me. Until I retire type thing. That's when I want to leave my money in there until I retire, then get rid of it. So that's, 10 years from now. So that's why. You know what's funny, Jim? You have poor listening skills apparently, because I never told anybody to invest in anything. I only told what I invest in. So your listening skills, laugh out loud, are poor. So we're gonna clean the wax out, okay, Jim? And we're gonna do a better job in the future listening. Okay? You got it, big guy. You can do it. 130,000? Okay. Let's see. I mean, either way, I'm okay with it, but we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Welcome, Charles. How's it going? Listen, I'm actually anti any idiot in the world. That's my thing. So if you are an ID, what's it called? An ID 10T ticket, then kick rocks, buddy. But I'm happy you're here. Yeah, anything below 90,000 dollar cost average, I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Also, guys, I don't know if you know, but I'm a feisty individual. And if you want to be feisty with me, you're going to get it right back. And I hope you can handle it, because I can handle it. It's all good, everybody. We're all friends. And you know what? We don't have a personal alliance to a person out there in the world. We just hope that they do a good job for our investments and for your economy and for our economy. But if they are doing a poor job of that, then I'm going to comment on it, okay? But you know what, Charles? It's okay to have different opinions, right? It's okay, right? I don't judge you for having a different opinion than me. But I have a platform where I can share my opinion. If you want to create a platform, I'll come watch yours as well. All right. Yeah, I agree with the second part. Politicians, who needs them? That's for sure. A significant breakdown below 100,000 would indicate that the top is likely in for this Bitcoin cycle. Okay, yeah. I like that. Yeah, so for your cycle, are you talking about like having the halving session and all of that? Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Double down, absolutely. No, I agree on that. That's for sure. 185. Yeah, you know what's so funny? Dividend track. I always said below 300 would be good, but look at this thing right now. Let's go check it out. Just a quick, not a great chart here because it's on Google, but you guys have better charts on your brokerage accounts. Take a look in the last year here. Did you say 185? So even in the last year, it didn't hit that. Hard to judge off this map right here, right? Because it had such a huge climb. But there's some levels a year and a half ago in the 117, 150, 139, 114 region. So I don't know. 185 is a buy zone for you. 185. So $100 less it would have to go. Wow. That would be a dramatic decline. And this face would be true right here. What's up, Matcha Espresso? I could go for one of those right now. I'll let the commenters say here, is PLTW better than PLTY? Well, what's the difference, right? Leverage is the difference. So it's tough to say which one's better. In this type of economy right now, personally, leverage isn't really a thing that I love, just because it's so like up and down, rocky. Every day is a different story out there. So for me, leverage, not so much. But yeah, it's tough to say. What's your risk tolerance? Are you like, okay, if it tanks hard because we had a bad day or 2 days on the stock market? I mean, it could skyrocket too on the same sense. You know what I mean? So I can't say which one's better. They both are income producers, which is cool. But which one's better? I don't know. Tough to say. Tough to say. Which one do you think? ASST? Right on. You know what, Charles? I don't. I don't tuck my tail between my legs like some other people in the world. Okay, so all good. You wanna get feisty? I can get feisty too. Exactly, right here. That's the comment. You don't like it? All good. No big deal. But if you're gonna call me out, I'll call you right back out. Totally. Maple syrup video. That's gonna be in March. I don't know. I'm going to Mexico. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do it this year. Oh man, the maple syrup. It's like $15 a liter right now. And so yeah, we made like I think 10 liters, something like that. No futures trading for me, no, none at all. Nope. I used to buy stock, like stocks. And I look at my account now, there's no more stocks in there. The last stock I owned was NVIDIA and made a profit with that and then sold it. But yeah, it's mostly just ETF investing now. Buy and hold, receive a distribution, that sort of thing. But I'm not opposed to writing my own options. It's just I need to get the funds in my account to do that before I do it because you need to have some money in there. You can find the cheap ones like Riots, but those are pretty speculative. I would like to write options on good companies, unlike what Alti's doing, so that I have a better chance of being successful with them. But no, I don't do any futures. How about you? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yes. Agree with this comment. I'll leave it up there for a second while I have a sip of something over here. Yeah, 9 cents a week. Now, if that share price goes down more, is that distribution's got to go down, right? 8 cents, 7 cents. Completely agree with that. But we'll see how it goes. Like, can we have just a silent week and maybe the market continues to do what it's supposed to do, which is make money? So we'll see. I don't think we can have a silent week though. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It feels like it's been 4 years already, but it's only been like not even a year yet. Holy smoke. I feel like an old smoker over here. 185 is a week. Yeah, okay. 208. Cool. 185. That'd be good, eh? That'd be real good. Yeah. There you go. Nice. Holding the bag. See, that's the thing, JT. I want to go back up to the comment about PLTW to Macho. Read this comment, right? So these ones are on leverage. So if the underlying stock doesn't do very well, then your leveraged assets aren't going to do well. So it's nice to have something that's not on leverage on rocky markets. That's the reason I'm not invested in those types. But if it's like, the last couple of years, then that would be great for sure. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you, your risk. But do you see Palantir continuing to get contracts? Yeah, probably. So if that keeps going, then their earnings are going to keep progressing. They're going to become more successful as we go, and that should be good. But, what about the rest of the economy? Housing market, jobless claims, all of these things. What about that? would that bring it down because it's leveraged quicker? Yeah. So that's the reason I'm not in that one. And I definitely don't like crying going to bed every night. I hear you, JT. That's too bad. Oh, feelings. Feelings. Do you ever sell cover calls? I used to. Like, I had a whole spreadsheet, and it got deleted somehow, which is annoying. But I did. This is several years ago. I did. And who did I? Oh, I did it on SoFi, Riot, Mara. Those are what I did my cover calls on. They were all cheap stocks at the time. Oh, AMC was in there. One time I did a cover call on AMC. No cash secure puts because it was in my tax-free savings account. So I couldn't do cash secure puts in it because of that. And so, yeah, those were the three. I think I did one on Tilray too. It wasn't like super profitable or high volatility or anything like that. But yeah, just cheap stocks. If you check out finviz.com, you can do a screener to find stocks that are in your budget. But then you can look up volatility, and then you can take that info to your brokerage account, go look up in the options chain to see the volatility. You can see how much you get paid for writing options. But I would recommend doing it with companies you actually like and you can see doing well down the way. You know what I mean? Don't be buying into like speculation, because that's bad for your back pocket when that speculation doesn't pay out, you know? So yeah, options you can make good money in, but you could also lose good money in options too. So a few things that I wanted to learn before I did it was how to close an option. What's the downside risk? These are all things I researched before. To writing covered calls. What's the upside? You know, what's my break even? The closing the option was very important to me. I learned all of that before I did it because I didn't want to make any mistakes. You know what I mean? So I don't do any right now. Actually, the last cover call I did was on MSTY, and it was December of last year, I think. And my shares got called away, actually. So there you go. There's a video in my library somewhere on that one. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. Don't mind me, Nicole. I'm being a dick. People are offended. I woke up in a good mood, too. Like a really good mood. Yeah, exactly. If you write your covered calls in a TFSA or a taxed account, then the government doesn't necessarily like that. They think you're day trading, and they get a little bit hostile on that one. There we go. Response audio. You are just the voice of reason. You're 100% right. There you go. Anyone pushing all day. What's up, Max? How you doing? Other YieldMax trash is either ignorant. Well, one thing I'll say, I hope you guys don't take my videos as pushing content or pushing buying anything. I'm just kind of reporting what it's doing, and I'm just sharing what I'm doing. You know, with my Alti video I just put out, I mentioned that I'm not buying any more of it until it improves. But when it's like down swinging as long as it has here, I'm not buying anymore, but I'm letting it drip still just to get to a certain amount of shares, and then I move to another one with the distributions. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I've watched a lot of the YouTubers that talk about YieldMax. I don't see anybody pushing anything, except for one character who pushes his trades and shares like what he's doing, and kind of a negative human. But yeah, I hope you don't take what I say as you should do. If you looked at my track record, you'd be like, I'm not following that guy. Are you kidding me? Don't follow people on YouTube. That's a terrible decision. But what I hope I can do and provide is like the information to go find that info for yourself. That's what I hope. That's kind of the purpose of what I want to do here. If that makes sense. Futures. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, agreed. Agreed on that. And so with your last comment, that's exactly how you make money. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. See, that's my thing. I don't bet on the downside at all. I'm just, hoping stocks go up over time, but the real people who make money on a down and an up market for sure, right? But for me, I'm just in the ETFs, and so not really betting on any downside risk or anything like that. I'm just collecting my distributions, which is pretty. That's probably what a majority of the people do out there. But those day trader types, they bet on the downside and the upside. So, like Jim says, they make money every time there's a downside chat or an upside chat. They make money both ways. Buy the dip. Yeah, new dip every week. How did we do this week actually on Alti? Yeah, so down 3.17. Whereas WPay just down 0.32%. And so these are like basket funds, right? What about YieldMax? How did that do? Another basket fund. Let's go 5 days on that one. So that fared fairly well, right? 0.80%. So that did better than Alti did in terms of basket funds. So, and then there's YMAG as well, but these three are kind of what people are comparing is YieldMax, Alti, and WPay. But out of the three, Alti fared the worst. And I mean, it had a massive outflow of money inside of it. So I think people got a little shook on that one, a little nervous, and they sold off. And, a lot of people are going to other funds, which is, I don't blame that. That's for sure. I can, if you see something like this for a prolonged period of time, I could see why you would do it. That's why I pumped the brakes on my buying of it. That's why. Matcha, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I could share something of value in your life. Keep asking questions, and we have a lot of really smart people in the chat here. And they can help you out as well, for sure. But don't take anything that anybody says as advice, but more of a guidance to help you go determine what you got to do on your own, right? Do the research before you buy things. And again, I say it all the time to myself. What's the downside? What's the really downside? What could happen here? An example, I want to buy more HHIS. But my average cost is like $10.50, and it's at like $13.50 right now. So what's the downside? Well, we could have a tech sell-off, and that thing goes back down to $8-9. So what's the downside? Share price decrease. Who knows? The distribution decrease. Those are the downside risks there, right? But that one is a risk that I am taking. And I'm going to start buying more into it. I just said to the other half, that's going to be our kids' retirement fund. Let's get it up to a ridiculous amount of shares kind of thing. So we'll see. $50 a share, that's another thing, right? We're 10 times the cost on WPay compared to Alti. And it has a limited time in the market, September 4th, right? So 2.5 months here, almost 3 months. And it's leveraged, so it's got a lot of risk involved with it. But true, it's 10 times the cost as Alti. That's for sure. I bring that up in my video. Long-term income. Join Jen. What's happening, Join Jen? Welcome. Yeah. Well, I kind of did the same thing with my HOOY. Hui. I put just over $1,000. I think it was like 16 shares, and my average cost is $69. So, and I just left it, and then I'm bringing in the distributions every single week, but every 4 weeks before that, and I don't plan on adding any more money to it, just to get paid out. And who knows, maybe I get paid out in a year and a half on that, and then everything after that is good. But yeah, that was my plan with that one. I wanted to have a little Robinhood in my life, so I went with Hui, and so far so good. You know, it's been 5-ish months of it paying me, but I mean, you can use the same premise like you said here with Alti. You can go buy your 10 shares and make your 90 cents a week, 80 cents, 70 cents if it goes down. And you know, forget about your share price and just get your distribution, your income. That's definitely a strategy. It's hard for me to look at that strategy and say, oh my goodness, the share price keeps going down. It's hard to cover the $5 and just think to myself, I'm getting 9 cents, I'm getting 9 cents, I'm getting 9 cents. It's hard to do that, right? So I don't know. That's why I've stopped reinvesting. I'm doing a whole Alti series, but that's why I've stopped, because of the share price going down and no end in sight on that. But I let it drip and still buy shares that way. I'm just not investing other funds into it anymore for a little bit until it can correct its behavior, or the world can correct its behavior. Then I would, right? Absolutely. Yeah, completely agree. What's up, Migs? How's it going, buddy? Long time no talk. How's the team? Hope you're doing great. In the past 12 months, Alti total return. Yeah, absolutely. Good total return. 100%. And that's what the YieldMax crew wants you to look at, is the return, like the distributions coming to you. So yeah, the share price is going down, but you're getting distribution the whole time. But I get it. I'm with a lot of us where we're like, share price, it's starting to nag on us a little bit here. How low can it go? You know what I mean? But still getting those distributions every week. Right now I'm up to, what do I have? 969 shares. Let's grab a calculator. 969 times 0.9 cents. 87. I get taxed 15%. Dun, 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 dun. So right now I'm getting about $74 a week. Dun, dun, dun. Or about 320 a month. Is that right? No, that's not right, is it? No. I guess it is. Yeah. If you account for that, but we'll call it 296 a month right now. And I mean, if we multiply that by 12, 3552 with my investment of 5,900 into it, roughly. I think that's my average right now, or my total cost is 5,900. You know, if I can get 3552 back after a year, that's sweet, right? Next year we get all of our money back, essentially. That's the way I look at it as well. Uh-oh. Yeah, absolutely. The shiny new thing is exactly what people do, right? They flip flop from one to another. It happened to me a lot when I was new. I flip flopped a lot. It took a lot for me to sell that Tesla when it happened, but I didn't see a change in the way it was working, so that's when I got out. So Alti, I'll give you an example of what they did here. You know, if we go back, look at that graph, right? Nickelback quote. But they made a change on March 12th-ish. And since then, it's not such a dramatic staircase. What was that one from Defiance? QDTE? No, what was it? QQQY? Man, that was brutal. It was like a carpenter was at that graph, and it was just a pure staircase going down. So yeah, I mean, because of this right here is the reason I bought in. It wasn't so dramatic at the time, and so I mean, right now it's going down since July till now, down 21%. Eesh, gross. That's gross. And so I bought probably at the high back here. It was probably right around July 18th I bought. And then since then, it's come down in share price. But I'm getting a distribution every week. Total return, good price. Yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about, Jim. That's what I'm talking about. I love disagreeing, but still being friends. It's all about the smile. Absolutely. Getting at a margin, making more, not using. Yeah. Oh man, I think Philip, you and I are somewhat aligned with our margin dream here. I think you're going a little harder than me into it, but I think we have kind of the same strategy where we bought with margin. We're just paying it off as fast as possible. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I just recently did it again. I bought. Well, let me bring it up. I can't show you guys because my account number's all over it. So I'm not interested in you knowing that. Bum, bum, bum. Logging in. So my 2 margin purchases this past week. I'm trying to get MSTY to $10,000. Oh, is Questrade down right now? Okay, it's down. Sorry, guys. Can't tell you the actual number, but Questrade is down. So my goal is to get MSTY to $10,000 and NVDY to $10,000. So you can see right here, NVDY is at 96.05. So I took out a little margin. I think I'm at like 9,800 right now. And then same thing with MSTY. I got this to $10,000 from margin. So that's like $500. It was just under. And so my MSTY is now officially capped forever. I'm never buying any more of it ever again. And but the plan is to let MSTY, NVDY, CONY, and HUI pay off that margin in the next 3.5 weeks here. And then I'm going to go ahead and cap NVIDIA at 10,000 because right now it's at like 9,800. There we go. With the new margin I take out. And then I don't know from there. The world is our oyster, everybody. I'm not spending any more on CONY. That one's done. See, that's what I'm talking about. Coinbase did so great, but CONY's share price plummeted, right? So I don't like the strategy. I'm not spending any more money on it. But what I will do is get my distribution from it every single week now to, pay back that initial total investment of $4,054 on that. So it's going to take some time. I haven't updated these numbers in quite some time, so ignore these because they're not accurate. But the one I do upgrade or update every week is Alti. These ones are accurate. But yeah, this is my little chart, and then down below here I have HHIS. Where is it? Oh geez, I have a whole bunch of numbers down there. Oh, look at this. There's my HUI. Again, not accurate down here, but there's my total investment in HUI, 1,093. Similar to what you said up above here. Join Gen, similar, right? So I'm just there's my total cost, right? Everything. I'm just getting a distribution now every week, which will eventually pay back the 1,093. Look at these distributions here. But yeah, you can see the last time I updated this was September. So I'm about a month and a half behind on that. But I really am leaning towards this one for my future investments just because it has been so darn good. Up to 113 shares on that right now. Right, so you're talking about the ones with the pickaxes and the shovels. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Your saloon, yeah. Oh man, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Am I buying Biggie? No, not on the radar at all. Nope, not on the radar at all. I haven't looked at it for 1 second. It's okay. It's okay if there are. It's all good. Saw my drip. Hey, Grant, how's it going? Also, Sig, how are you doing? Welcome. I saw my drip until Alti shows. Hey, are we on the same page? I think we're on the same page, except for I haven't moved anything to WPay at all. But I feel like we're on the same page with this, right? Kind of the same thought process here. Yep. Da-da. No, it definitely doesn't pay out 10x the distributions. Yeah, we'll do more diving into that in my video later today. We'll see how it goes, though. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you know what? Invest in something you enjoy, Philip, right? Something that you like to look at every day. That's what I think. That's what I feel. That's how I feel. You know, like I invested in Tesla because I liked Tesla. I invested in Tesla because I saw the future. I day traded that one more than 10 times, and it was great. And then I listened to an earnings call. I listened to a bunch of the earnings calls, but the one that triggered me was the one that Elon sounded higher than a kite. And I was like, sell right now. And I sold at the exact right moment because the market tumbled after they started listening to him on Tesla. Man, it was one of the best trades of my life. Woof. Perfect timing. Anyways, so I still like Tesla as a company. I think it's gonna be when those robots come out. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be good. So when it has a tumble after earnings, that kind of piques my interest a little bit because I do like the company, just not necessarily the price right now. That's all. So yeah, I think investing in things you like is good. Doing good. Hey, what's up, Migs? Again, just chilling, working on projects. Gonna go to bed? Oh, night night, buddy. ETF TSYY. People are liking the TSYY. I didn't actually see how it performed after the earnings report. Let's go look it up. Well, that's not too bad. Didn't they just do, oh, I mean, that's not too good. But didn't they just do earnings? Was it this week? Maybe it was here. Oh, gross. Gross. 33% down. Oh, jeez. That's not good, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I mean, it's leverage, right? So there you go. Right on. I'm on your page with this one because I think about that too, and I really don't like the comments where if you have to invest 100% of your distributions back in. I hate that comment so much. I'm not buying these to pad the fund up. I'm buying these to live off, right? So that's where I'm looking for. And like HHIS as an example is going to pay slower and lower, but I don't need to reinvest the 25 cents, now 26 cents back in to float the fund to make the fund profitable because they have a profitable strategy over there so far. So yeah, I really don't like the comment where I have to put my entire distribution back in to keep my NAV price or my share price the same. I really don't like that comment. Yeah, so that's an annoying comment. 596, that's not too bad. That's really not too shabby. What's mine at? 573. So we're really close, Nikki, on that one. Eh? Really close. Right. So that's kind of what the thought process in my head. The statement of pad the fund is exactly what I'm talking about. 450 a week, definitely good. Yeah, definitely. I can handle that. I'd like to get mine to like at least $2,000 a month. Then I'd be feeling pretty good about it. There you go. 500 at a time. I mean, my strategy, it's new to me. But yeah, I just employ the 500 and then pay it off and then do it again and again and again and again and again. We'll see where I'm at a year from now. Yeah. 542. It's pretty decent. Decent. What's up, my retirement trading? Hope you're doing great. You got an e-bike? Oh my goodness. My buddy is like a massive mountain biker. I have one too because of him. And he went out to visit his family and they had these like massive trails in New Brunswick. And so they had these e-bikes, but you had to pedal the e-bikes to make them work. He said it was one of the most fun things he's ever done. He's like ripping up hills. This guy's the type of guy that fly off jumps and everything. He ripped uphill with the e-bike. He said it was amazing. But yeah, hey, good for you. E-bike, especially where you live. What a great place to have an e-bike. That's awesome. Boom. Jason's in the house. Hello, Jason. How you doing? There you go. Cannabis gives you joy. I think you're in Tilray, right? They their headquarters are in Nanaimo, BC. Boom. Same. Actually, mine's got me ahead a long way. That's for sure. Yeah, it is kind of boring, right, Sig? The NVDA. Especially, I mean, if you invest in the underlying, you would have made a lot more for sure. But yeah, share price is kind of, there it is right there, $15.90. But I mean, what I like about it is it's just kind of hanging out, plus paying me a distribution. Distribution's lower too because it's not super volatile. Yeah. Sorry for coughing. Oh, yeah. The Twitter. You guys are too funny. Keeping it rolling here. Yeah, with the assist. No throttle. Okay, cool. So you got to pedal to make it happen. Yeah, so when you're going up those hills, you can fly up them, right? That's awesome. Do you know what kind it is? I got to know. I thought about it too. Actually, I was talking about it with my kid yesterday. I would get way lazier, and I cannot afford to get any lazier. But that's amazing. VFF. Who's VFF? I don't know if I know that one. Well, that's the thing, right? Is his name Chuck Schumer was like trying to pass a bill to let weed happen, and I don't know. I haven't followed it super closely in the last year, Nikki. But yeah, I was big on those weed stocks for a while too. Tilray was the one. My dad had oh my goodness, what's the name of it? It was out of Smith Falls, Ontario. Snoop Dogg owned a little bit of it too, and my dad did very well with it because it skyrocketed when Snoop Dogg got in there, and then he sold, which is great. But yeah, he had that for a bit too. Oh, Giant Talon, nice. That's easy. That's a great bike. I know it. I love it. Oh, you got NVIDIA. Oh, so you're probably loving that then. That's amazing. Let me go back up here. Oh, that's right, Richard. You're the Marnie guy. 2-cent distribution. Yeah. Well, you know, they're one bill away from doing well. We'll see if it can hang on there, right? For sure. Oh, okay. Village Farms. Never heard of them. They did leave Nanaimo? I didn't know that. Man, their CEO makes $30 million a year, and everybody's okay with it. Share price is failing. They keep buying like breweries in the U.S. to make weed beer. Kind of fun. Yeah. I didn't know they left Nanaimo, though. That's interesting. Boom. All right, awesome. Well, very good, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy we're still friends. Except for that one guy. He's probably gone. We're not friends anymore. I hurt his feelings. Oh. But thank you for hitting the like button. And I had a good discussion with some of you here. Scrolling up to get the name. I think it was Jim. Had a good discussion. Yeah, Jim. Thank you for the adult conversation that we had today, which is fantastic. Pretty awesome. And then, yeah, appreciate everybody else. Response audio. Great comments today. I think you helped a lot of people out in the comments here. So thank you very much. And everybody else, you did really well as well. Tilray went to 300 plus. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. They also had a lot of trade halting happening with that. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no e-bike. Okay, so I have a Trek Marlin 5. That's what I have. That's my bike. 4 degrees. Oh my goodness. It looks sunny out there. We're going to get out there, do some trick-or-treating in about 2 hours here. But yeah, really excited about my day. I got to change this shirt though. It doesn't breathe. So I got to throw on a t-shirt, but it should be a good day over here. Stay tuned for my next video, which should be out around 4 to 4:30 today. It talks about WPay in a little bit further detail. And yeah, after this, I'm going to go edit that, put it out there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. From there, I'm not sure when I'm going to produce, maybe one tomorrow. But yeah, it's been really, really fun talking to you guys, and I hope that I get to chit chat with you again in the future. If you enjoyed the live content, the spicy mic, hit the like button, and I hope to see you guys again soon. My name is Mike. Channel's name is Health and Wealth. Have a great day. Bye for now.